All right. Hey guys, Miguel from Groom Barbershop here, just for a new episode of I Must Ask You a Question. We've just got Sean here with us.
I'm a physio, graduated from physio 2014.
Yep.
Did a bit of work here in town with a couple of other companies before I decided to go out on my own. So I own a small physio clinic called Strong Physio. We got 3 physios in there and an ex-phys, and we got Laura, my wife, working on the desk. Rocky boy pretty much the whole time, went to Heights College. And went up and did all my study up in Townsville and came back home. So
yeah, so you did everything in Townsville?
Yeah, just the degree basically, and then came back home, and that's where I started off my physio career, was here in Rocky. My family's always been in business. My parents own some mechanic shops in town.
Yep.
And I think they've owned them the whole time I've been alive. So I was always growing up around business, did the whole have you ever played Cash Flow? Like Rich Dad, Poor Dad? You ever heard of that?
No,
before?
I've never heard of that.
No. My family was big on financial literacy. So we played Monopoly, Cash Flow. They're all business games.
Yeah.
And so I think I just always knew or felt that I wanted to do something of my own.
Maybe that was the slow little push to say,
yeah,
hey,
that's
man.
right, that's right. And physio was my interest, and I think business was sort of my passion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So when you started off, did you just start up by yourself or with your wife as well? Or
Yeah, no, I just started off by myself. I rented a room with a podiatrist here in town, and I just kicked it off from there. Really, really basic, really minimalist, didn't have a lot going, and then just built it up from there.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I like the whole start. I think with a lot of people, everyone perceives to really overshoot it or go big, but I think starting off little, especially being younger, is the go for sure.
Yeah, big fan of that lean startup approach. I didn't have any debt going into it. Still don't have any debt on the business at all. So I think that approach is always really safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool then. So now that you've been doing it for a bit, is there many business ventures or what's the next step or what's happening?
Yeah, my focus right now is really to grow the business that I'm in, and I would like to double down on what I have already.
Yeah.
My long-term thing is I'd love to get into things like business acquisitions and in the big term have a business that goes around and buys different health and medical businesses, and we run them all together as one huge conglomerate.
That's cool.
That'd be
Yeah. That's really exciting then. Are you thinking about buying or doing more stuff just locally or just anywhere? Or
Yeah, I would love local, but wherever it is, basically wherever the deals are, that's where I'd go.
Yeah. So now that you're doing your business thing now, what do you like the most about it, or what do you really specialize in or anything? Or
Yeah, so my favorite part about what I do in the business is just connecting with my patients, basically.
Yeah.
I love having a relationship with them. Laura, my wife, like I said, she's on the front desk. She's just perfect at that kind of thing.
Do you have to say that or no?
No, she's that's why I put her on there.
Yeah,
she's gun at it. She's really good at building that relationship with clients, and I think that's where it's at, especially in a small town like Rocky, where your name is everything, basically.
For sure, definitely understand. Yeah, I always think about the whole with having other friends or families. Do you think it's been awesome for you, having especially the wife and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. We kind of probably argue every now and then. But
Yeah, it's just with the territory.
Yeah, that's part of it. But no, we work really well together most part. She's just as a hard worker as me. She puts probably worse. I reckon she puts more effort into the business than I do. So she's been really good. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. With the whole terms of, obviously, I say this in most episodes or whatever, but with the whole coronavirus, have you guys been okay?
Yeah, we slowed down a bit like most businesses. I mean, everyone's been told to stay home, so that's fair enough. And, we're one of those professions like yourself as well, where it's a bit hard to avoid some contact.
Yeah, definitely.
But we obviously taken all the precautions, everything like you guys would be as well. And but yeah, we slowed down maybe 50% or something like that. But within a couple of weeks, it picked right back up again as everyone sort of got a bit more confidence in the market, and restrictions are now obviously starting to ease off a bit. So
did the government shut you guys down at all? Or?
No, they didn't. I was hanging out for it. We made all the preparations and everything. We were ready to close down, but we hung around until ScoMo let us keep going, so it was fine.
100%, yeah. We were the same thing. We were sort of waiting for the pin to be just pulled in. We were expecting it, 100%. We just thought,
exactly.
This is it. I'm thankful that it didn't, because overall it's been good.
Yeah, of course.
I think especially with all the government funding and everything, I think everything's actually been handled well in terms of the stress and money side of things, because that's the main thing I was freaking out about.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been pretty sweet.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, they've covered a lot of our overhead. That job keeper's been really awesome. What's your impression of a physio? Like, when you think about a physio, what do you think they do?
I don't know. I think just tell me if my back, like something wrong's with my back. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I suppose the impression that most people have is that physios jump in and they give you a nice massage. It's an expensive massage, basically. I think is what people think it is. Physios go to uni. They do a 4-year degree. We learn how to diagnose and treat injuries. So anything bone, muscle, ligament, or whatever. Most physios have learned how to sort of treat and diagnose and rehab and all that sort of stuff for those injuries. So a lot of my day-to-day stuff would involve either referrals from the doctors, from patients that they suspect might have some kind of musculoskeletal problem, either for a diagnosis and a bit of a management plan, or I'll get people calling up, I've hurt my back, just like you said.
Yeah.
What the heck do I do? How do I help it? And we sort of take them through, obviously, trying to settle down the pain, and then we'll take them through a bit of a rehab or a strengthening program to sort of hopefully prevent any sort of further problems popping up.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I actually haven't done anything, but being in the barbering or the hair industry, a lot of the things that happen for us is obviously back problems, just being from taught wrong techniques and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And the other one is, I forget the terminology for it, but like carpal tunnel or repetitive sort of thing.
Yeah, like RSL.
RSL, that's the one, Would there be any tips in terms for myself or like the hair industry, just because I'm in for that kind of stuff?
Yeah, a lot of what I talk about with people with RSI or repetitive strain type injuries is like the only exercise that's bad for you, or the only thing that's bad for you, is the exercise that you're not prepared for.
Yeah.
So when we introduce a new load or a new technique, or we're doing something a little bit different to normal that we wouldn't normally do, and we haven't built up and gradually loaded our tendons and muscles in that direction, we're going to have a bit of a blowout. We're going to have a problem. So it's the weekend warriors, people that haven't done a lot of digging, and then they pick up the shovel on the weekend, they do their back.
Yeah, 100%.
Same thing probably with your apprentices. They get in, haven't ever done anything with scissors before, and then they get carpal tunnel within a week or something because they've been clipping all week for the first time ever.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of graded exposure, gradually increasing how much load or how much work we do with our muscles and our tendons. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool then. Yeah. I'll try and remember that. I'll try and formulate something. I've been thinking about seeing one time, just because like, even if it's people that don't have like an ongoing problem or have a problem, is it something just so good to just check up on, or like?
Yeah, I usually get people that come in usually with postural questions or technique questions sometimes. Like if I had a guy in recently had a bit of trouble with his golf swing. So we have a bit of a look at that and whether or not his range of motion in his thoracic spine might be limiting it and sort of shortening his shot and his follow through. So sometimes just getting a check in, even if you're just feeling a bit stiff, sometimes can be good. But otherwise, I usually see people only when they have a problem.
Yeah, definitely. I guess that's kind of
good. Prevention is much better.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So where else are you going to go with, besides like opening it up, like even just to last this whole year? Are you just sort of cruising along doing your thing, or?
Yeah, we're just cruising along. We just want to try and solidify our service just where we are at the moment. We'll try and keep it a very niche, strong performing clinic. And we just really want to focus on really giving awesome service to the people that we do service now.
Yeah, that's cool. I want to see more of your interviews and stuff. Like, I think for a while you were putting up pizza.
Yeah, I haven't done anything for a while. Good old COVID got to me for a little bit there. So I was planning on doing some stuff recently, but yeah, we'll get out and do some more videos.
Yeah, now's the time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're allowed to say it or whatever, but is there any crazy stories or things that you've seen that are out of the norm or something different in your field, like you've taken care of with clients or anything like that?
I don't think there's anything I'm allowed to comment properly just because of confidentiality. So,
yeah. What's things that you've studied on or you have seen maybe off Facebook, or is there any like do you guys have to deal with like the whole scoliosis or like any like have you seen that kind of stuff?
I've seen a lot of scoliosis. Probably the craziest thing I've seen is nerve palsies before.
What's that?
So I've seen people before that have had, we had a story up, like a case study that we've done before. Someone leant on a chair for too long, fell asleep, leant on the chair for ages under their arm.
So just like a normal dude, and he just...
Yeah. Partied too hard. Did a couple of things. And he was leaning on this chair for more than 12 hours, and he'd compressed the nerve in his arm for so long that he couldn't feel it anymore. And he actually couldn't use the arm anymore. So that kind of stuff really interests me. We don't do a whole lot with it in our clinic. It's probably more hospital-based type rehab stuff that you would see that type of thing in.
Yeah.
But yeah, occasionally you'll see something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I've been seeing a few bit, I like a fair bit. I'm not sure if it is to do with your industry, but there's like this person that comes in and literally like if he's sort of standing up, he'd be like facing up because he's so like hunched over.
Yeah.
And they keep on coming in, obviously, and then eventually they.
Yeah,
I don't know, they nearly
Mr.
get back to normal.
Have you seen him before?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, the chiropractor.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. Is he Australian?
No, he's from Carolina, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. Yeah, we don't often get a lot of corrections like that. Sometimes you'll see...
is that's still like kind of your field though? Like,
yeah, we still work on that.
But it's like a rare sort of thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, quite often those people that really have like a fixed structural deformity like that would probably often see the surgeon or a specialist a little bit before they see me, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think that's crazy interesting. That's the only one that I've really seen. And I think that's why I always go back to the whole back thing because I'm like, that, you know, it's the only thing I've ever seen, but I reckon that's crazy interesting.
Yeah, we were going to go to, well, I still am at the moment. We're not sure what's happening there, but we're supposed to be going to New Zealand in September. But I don't know what's happening with that.
I don't think anyone knows. The most that I've ever heard is that we are going to travel back in, I think it's like 2023.
Yeah, jeez. I'm not going to wait that long.
Yeah. I'm happy with not traveling for a bit. I feel like I'm going to get heaps of stuff done this year, but I think the idea of just not traveling is like the main big thing.
What about you guys? Where are you guys heading with everything? Are you doing any travel?
No, I'm not going to travel. In terms of all the business stuff, everything's actually been really good. I've been happy with everything.
Yeah, awesome.
Just trucking along, really, just like yourself. Media has been my main thing, basically, for this kind of stuff. But outside of that, just doing what we can with the whole hygiene, try our best at social distancing. But in terms of that, just cutting, trying to make money and keep people happy, really. Awesome. I feel like that's the thing with everyone.
And you spend most of your time in Rocky,
I've got like obviously the other locations, the one in Gladstone just opened up in Southside, but in terms of where I'm at the most, North Side, just because it's easier with clients and stuff like that. If you were to open up another one, would you like sort of be based more here? Or?
Yeah, I think it's like you build up a client base and trust, and there's a bunch of your regulars that want to see you all the time, and like you said, it probably would be easier for you to stay in one place. I probably would start looking at places like Yeppoon and whatever else to try and spread out a bit, but I think we'll just focus on Rocky for now.
That's cool. So if someone was to, like, if you had to give like a little plug or say like why people would have to come see you or get some sort of physio done, like what would be the word? Or
I'd be talking to people with niggles, like I said before, try and prevent any serious injuries. So if you're getting a lot of people at the moment will be starting running or getting back into some of their boot camp type stuff.
With all the fitness and stuff.
That's all sort of starting to ramp up again now. So if you're getting a couple of niggles, like I said before, try and get in early and get the niggles sorted. Get the physio to look at it and see if it's anything serious or what we can do about it in terms of rehab and strengthening to try and prevent like a serious injury coming about.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Well, thanks heaps everyone. If you guys need to follow Sean, I'll make sure I drop all like the social media and stuff, but thanks heaps for tuning in. And then we'll probably post up like another thing next week, Monday. Awesome. Thank you.